afternoon garage on a Sunday. Yeah. It's full size, all 3 lights, and they come apart, and I'll probably take them apart one by one and then and do each one at a time. So the thing is, so they have these stainless fasteners here. Kind of opens up, and then put your light in there. What happens here is that I don't know if you can see that corrosion's pretty bad. It's kind of a powdery, since it's aluminum housing, kind of gets powdery, and then it starts sheeting off in big flakes, and that's really no good because it tends to clog up the bead blaster. But we're gonna do the best we can to remove most of this, and then probably gonna put epoxy on it, and then maybe a satin black. I think I'm gonna do satin black. I'm kind of tossed between maybe a yellow, and then I'm seeing a lot of yellow lights out there, and then or the black, and I think I'll have to make that decision here pretty soon. But another thing is there's roll pins in here for these fasteners, these with the wing nuts on them. There's a roll pin in there. You can see that. And you're gonna have to drive out each one of those. So I think the best thing to do with this is to separate the 3 individual light housings into 3 pieces, and then stick them in the bead blaster and get the majority of the paint and corrosion off until it stops flaking off. And then, you know, I mean, it's typically only on the rear of the unit. We just want to make sure we can neutralize as much as this is possible so it doesn't come back right away, or if ever. Epoxy will be our friend there. So anyway, let's take them apart. There we go, no problem. And so this is what happens when you have just one traffic light signal, maybe a flashing red or something like that. They'll just use one of these. You can see it has kind of a splined kind of cam in there for indexing. This one really isn't that bad as far as the corrosion goes. But it's got a little here and there, maybe here, and actually a lot. Most of them all have a lot of corrosion down here by where there's moving parts. Maybe this was the light here that was on top. You can see the stuff here that looks like bird poop. Trust me, it's not bird poop. It is probably bird poop. I don't know. Could it be bird crap? Anyway, there's some corrosion happening on here, some flaking paint on the top, and I hope I'm wrong about the bird poop. So there's a lot of corrosion going on the inside. You can see all that. These you don't want to paint. So we'll drive all these out. These are stainless steel. And then take the 4 screws for the hood, which we're going to make another hood for these. And then there's a gasket in here. I'm going to try to reuse this. This is just a 1/4-inch gasket. This isn't going to really see much moisture, especially if I cap the top here. So I'm not going to be too worried about any of that going on, but definitely want to take these fasteners out. Looks like they're flat blades. I haven't seen those in a long time. So it looks like they're brass. Well, I'll have to work on those. Time to finish this project up. It's getting old. This actually came out pretty good. Put them on the turntable so you can see them. And spin them around a little bit. The thing is these terminal blocks here. So terminal blocks are probably pretty inexpensive. I could probably have purchased these locally for not too much money, but what happened is the screws, they get they're corroded and rusty. I think I'll be rebuilding these, saving a dime or two. So that's all I have for this week. Next week, I'm going to rebuild those terminal blocks, start off doing that, and then I'm going to fabricate some hoods here, as you see in this one here. These came with the unit, so I'll kind of be using these and kind of changing them up a little bit, making them a little bit different shape, installing the electronics in them, reprogramming the Arduino for one last time, and then hitting that remote control and see if they light up. So we'll be covering that next week. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe. If you know anybody that would like this kind of content, just let them know. Really helps my channel out. I'm trying to make it to 1,000 subscribers. Till next time.